Good morning, everybody. I'm Danielle Knox. Welcome to The Balancing Act. Coming up on today's show, we'll tell you how to advance your career through online education, a new kind of wheat bread that looks like white bread, and how one organization is helping Native American teens make the transition to adulthood. All that and more on The Balancing Act. Well, you know, for many women, the responsibilities of being an employee, a parent, a spouse, a friend, and a community member doesn't start and end at a specific time of the day. Moms out there, you know this all too well. They overlap, and sometimes they even conflict.
A little bit.
Just a little.
So it's only natural to wonder how women today can pursue a higher education and be successful at adding another layer of complexity to our lives. This is why we're here speaking with Dr. Elaine Friedrich, a regional dean with Strayer University, and Jennifer Durange, a Strayer University student. Welcome, ladies. Dr. Friedrich, tell us a little bit about the university. How long has it been around?
Well, Strayer University was founded in 1892, and so we have a great history. We're a regionally accredited university and currently have over 36,000 students. Wow. We offer degree programs, complete degree programs, either online, which makes a lot of flexibility.
Absolutely.
Or students can choose to come on campus, and we have 60 campuses ranging everywhere from New Jersey down to Florida and west to Tennessee.
Wow.
Well, Jennifer, tell me a little bit about your experience. What are you studying, and how did you come to Strayer? I know you have a young child, and so you may not have had the flexibility to go to traditional college, and so you chose Strayer. Tell me why.
Well, I was at a time in my life where I realized that I needed to do something.
Yeah.
I needed to advance in my career. So I chose Strayer University. A friend referred me to Strayer, and
it's really been an awesome experience for you, hasn't it?
And she even does her homework with her daughter at home.
Yeah,
so
and how old is your daughter?
she's actually 6 years old.
So she's probably doing the homework.
I bet. These kids are pretty smart these days, aren't they?
Well, so talk to me a little bit about the professor-student interaction, because they've got to have a little more sensitivity to what you're dealing with as a working mom, right?
Yes, I love the professor-student interaction. They understand that I'm a working mom.
Yeah.
I can reach my professors at any time of the day, may it be homework, questions, concerns.
Are they so understanding that they let you be late with your homework? Still got to get it in on time, huh? And very quickly, because we are running out of time, but I just wanted to ask you about how great it must feel to know that you are helping women who may not have thought they could go back to college because of their busy lives and career be able to do that.
We have several graduations every year and thousands of students that walk across the stage, and so it's so exciting to hear the friends, the parents, the relatives cheer the students on. But the most exciting thing to me is to have the children of the students cheering their mom or their dad across the stage, and that's just an awesome experience to be a part of.
Wonderful.
Fabulous. Dr. Friedrich, tell us exactly where we can find more information about Strayer University.
balance.strayeruniversity.edu.
Great.
Wonderful. Well, ladies, we appreciate you. And Jennifer, really the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Good luck.
Thank you, ladies.
Welcome back. Up next, we're talking about our own children's nutrition. Did you know that according to the USDA, over 61% of children ages 2 to 17 are not getting enough fiber, not even close to the recommended daily amount?
Wow, that is a serious number, Wendy. And, you know, we've learned a poor diet lacking in fiber and other important nutrients could lead to some pretty serious health consequences down the road.
So the question is, what do we pack in our kids' lunch boxes? How can we make them healthier? And since we all know that kids like to eat not necessarily what's good for them, we have to find creative ways to get more nutrition into our kids. Back on our show today is nutritionist Dr. Karen Kretina to discuss this subject with us. Hi, Karen.
Hi. Karen,
Hi.
Good to see you. And I know we talked about, you know, creative ways. One of my creative ways was when my child wouldn't eat his whole wheat bread, I said, I'll give you a shot of whipped cream right out the can, ready whip in your mouth if you'll eat it. He ate about 3 pieces, gave him the whipped cream. Probably not the best way to go about to getting
Actually, this might be an easier way of doing that. Because this bread, you know, what you're talking about is kids tend to be resistant for the whole wheat
exactly
bread,
what
right?
happens.
The taste of it, they don't tend to enjoy. And this product actually tastes, this white wheat bread tastes and feels, has the same texture of white bread. So kids are really responsive to it, and yet it has the same nutritional value as whole wheat bread.
So you brought as an example the Nature's Own white wheat bread. Why is fiber so important? It's white, so the kids will love the taste, but it's high in fiber. Why is it so important to our health?
Well, this sandwich made with this has 5 grams of fiber, which is a wonderful source of fiber, and that helps a child's intestinal health, as well as helps them feel full longer, which can help them more successfully manage their weight.
You know, sometimes we have to play sneaky chef to get our kids to eat what we want them to eat. Is this a good idea to do this?
It's really good to have your kids involved with the eating process.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of getting kids involved, we have some children
Oh,
here today.
yes.
Hi, kids.
Hello.
Hi. And they've got their own Nature's Own white wheat bread over there, and they're going to make some healthy sandwiches. It is fun to put them to work making their own food.
And get them in the kitchen involved with healthy nutrition helps. It goes a long way to creating a healthy adult eventually.
You have some good ideas here, too.
I love
for
these ideas.
Ways to make food creative. Is that sandwich have olives for eyes?
This is the Old Man in the Hat sandwich with several different vegetables on there.
Radishes for a nose and mouth?
That's so cute.
Yes, and then the little lettuce leaf for the beard.
I like that. And you know what? I love this. Now, this looks like it's got like peanut butter and something else going on
That's
in
actually
there.
peanut butter and apple sandwich.
Apples.
Yes.
So you just finely chop up the apples and mix it in with the peanut butter?
Yeah,
Oh,
or
great
you can,
idea.
it's even easier if you just spread the
Slices.
peanut butter and put a few apple slices on it.
And then just put it on
yeah,
top
and then your
and-
child can take a cookie cutter like they're doing over there and make a little round sandwich out of it. So that's a lot of fun for them.
A lot of great ideas.
And your grilled cheese sandwich,
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's to make the funny face grilled sandwich.
And that looks like it's something quick and easy to do,
Yeah.
but it gets the kids involved, and it, you know, they really want to eat it
And it's
after
going to
that.
put a smile on their face. You know, you put it
Yes.
down, they're going to enjoy that.
Now, this bread tends to be as high in fiber, but taste like the bread kids love, white bread.
Traditional
it's also
white
a little
bread.
higher in protein, I was reading on the label.
It's a little bit higher in protein, and the whole sandwich, when you make a sandwich, has 5 grams of protein. And as y'all mentioned, you know, our kids aren't getting enough fiber. So this is a great, you know, alternative for that.
Wonderful idea to get them to eat healthy and get the kids involved, playing and do all the things that
Yeah.
they're doing to make their sandwiches and their healthy foods.
It's a great job they're doing over there and cutting it into
and
shapes.
they're so cute, too.
You're welcome to eat it too, kids, because it sure looks yummy.
Oh, you didn't have to tell them that.
Karen, thanks so much
Thank
for being
you.
with us
We
today.
appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Dr. Karen Kratina.
Thank you.
Well, do you know that there are more than 2 million American Indians and Alaska Natives living in the United States? Well, nearly half of this population are under the age of 25. Now, American youth of all backgrounds are confronted by a lot of challenges. We all know this. However, Native American youth show disproportionate statistics in health and poverty, alcohol and drug abuse, educational dropout rates, suicide, and really a lot from other areas,
It's
Catherine.
amazing,
It
isn't
really
it, Danielle? Well, here to talk to us today about these issues and some solutions are Juanita Toledo from the Jemez Pueblo and Ryan Aduddle from the Kiowa tribe. They are both here representing the United National Indian Tribal Youth Organization, also known as Unity. Welcome to you both.
Thank you so much for being here. And, you know, Juanita, I want to start with you because as a young Native American woman, you know, you probably have your finger on the pulse of what a lot of the issues are that are facing Native American young people. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, each year we do a survey amongst our affiliated youth councils, and you mentioned some of those problems that we face, and some of the ones that are also major concerns is cultural identity and preservation, sovereignty, and suicide is also another top issue.
It's a big issue, really, truly is. Juanita, why do you think that the negative statistics are so pronounced today with the youth of Native America?
I think historical trauma and unresolved grief is a major factor, and this is due to the loss of countless lives, land, and culture that were taken many years ago, and people trying to overcome those issues, and also cultural identity and who we are in this world today. A lot of people refer to it as we're trying to find the balance and walking in two worlds, in the native and non-native way of life.
What, Ryan, can youth do to kind of to turn the corner, to turn things around?
We believe the most effective way to bring about lasting and positive change is through the strengthen the capacity of our youth. They're our most powerful resource, and to have healthy and strong communities, the youth must be involved.
That's true.
Ryan, tell us a little bit more about Unity and what its mission is.
Unity is a national Native American youth networking organization founded in the state of Oklahoma in 1976. Our mission is to foster the spiritual, mental, physical, and social development of American Indian youth and Alaska Native kids.
You know, when you talk about a lot of the concerns, Juanita, that we discussed at the top, what is Unity doing to help address some of these concerns?
We provide Native youth with a voice, not only at the local level, but at the state and national level. We introduce them to the federal government and the styles that are at work there. We have a national conference. That's our highlight, the annual National Unity Conference.
How many kids do you get to turn out at the conference?
This past summer we had over 1,000 attendees in Reno, Nevada.
And so with all of this, obviously there are a lot of initiatives and goals you want to accomplish. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Strengthening Native families is one of our initiatives. We believe that if you strengthen the families, then individuals themselves will be strengthened, which will strengthen the community, and eventually it'll strengthen our nation.
Brian, one last thing, basically, for those of us that want to get involved in this, how can we find out more information about Unity?
The best way to do that would be to go to our website, UnityInc, that's INC.org. You can find out about the endowment to sustain the organization, as well as the National Native American Youth Leadership Center.
Wonderful. And, you know, we were talking as we sit around and look at this the beautiful objects you brought today. It's just such a wonderful culture, and we're so appreciative of what you've contributed. And any way we can help, we're happy to do that.
Yeah. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely. Thank you. And coming up next, some beautiful but practical bone china that can be used every day. Stay with us. Do you have china sitting in the cabinet that you received for your wedding or your anniversary, yet you hardly ever use it? Studies show that today's woman wants to use that china every day to add beauty to her table without that really, I guess, overly formal look, and without having to worry that it's not going to be able to go in the microwave or in the dishwasher, or the kids won't break it.
Gotta have that microwave, gotta have that dishwasher too.
That would be me. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Well, that technology is actually here today. And joining us is Michelle Evans, National Service Manager for Noritake. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you for being with us. And you know, it's wonderful because Noritake has been around since 1904, so we're talking over 100 years. What do you think makes Noritake such an international trademark?
Noritake takes great pride in its artistry and craftsmanship. It took us 10 years to achieve quality high enough to put our name on it and export it. And that's really what makes us the trusted name and desirable brand that we are today.
And it is a well-known brand. Now, as you know, going back 100 years, the technology has really, really changed. I mean, we would think hand-painted dinnerware, but not so anymore, right?
No, there's a lot of automation that allows for mass production today.
Great.
You know, and I think, you know, the other thing is people are under the impression, and I know I'm guilty of this as well, that my fine china, my bone china, has to stay in a little special cabinet, a hutch that's locked away, and nobody can look at it or touch it. Don't touch it, because you're just afraid that it may get broken or chipped, or that you can't put it in the dishwasher. How has it evolved over time? Because that's not necessarily the case anymore, is it?
Right. Actually, your fine porcelain and bone china are some of your most durable products. And with our new Everyday Elegance collection, we've developed new metallics that are not only dishwasher safe, but also microwave safe. And that's the really big news and things that women are looking for.
Yeah, because with the banding and everything, we were just so afraid. It used to be our mother's china could not do that whatsoever at all. And you know, I love to set a beautiful table. And I love to make it, you know, very special for my guests, but I don't want it to look so formal. What kind of recent studies have you found with today's women, how they're setting their tables?
Well, that's it. She wants to set her table with well-designed, top-quality china, but she doesn't want it to be so formal. So that's why we've introduced this collection, because it really has a wide range of items, functions, durability, and it's still beautiful. You can use it for breakfast as well as your formal dinner party.
And you call it Everyday Elegance.
Everyday
Elegance. Which is a great name for this.
I love the name, and I think also what that does, what you said, is that it actually helps bring a family together as well, doesn't it? And when you're talking about Everyday Elegance, you're talking about something that's beautiful, but something that the whole family can sit down around the table and say, oh, Mom, this looks great, you know? Make you feel like you spent 5 hours doing it. It took you 5 minutes.
Right.
But talk to me a little bit about some of these pieces, because they are absolutely beautiful. And what I like, Michelle, is that they're kind of interchangeable as well, right?
Exactly. That's what we've done here. Some of the patterns mix and match within themselves, or they lend themselves to different colors and decorations that you already have in your home. So you can add the variety of shapes. You can use all squares. We have
mix and match them
mix
with
and
the
match.
squares. Okay,
right.
to do that.
So we have more formal looks as well as casual in the same shadings that blend together very nicely.
So you could really create a very distinct look or reflect your own personality.
Absolutely. And these are much updated, a little bit more contemporary. The banding looks different. It's not in the
as shiny.
Same.
It's a little bit more muted.
Right. And it's not on your traditional outside of the dinner plate. It's on interior wells, unusual places.
Just about 10 seconds left. Where can we go to find more information?
www.noritake.com or major retailers throughout the country.
Let's go shopping, Danielle.
Let's do it. Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
If you're an RN looking to advance your career opportunities, stay tuned to The Balancing Act. Unless you or a loved one has been in the hospital recently, you probably wouldn't know that the U.S. is under a critical and growing nursing shortage. The federal government estimates that more than 1 million new and replacement nurses will be needed by the year 2012. The shortage in Illinois alone is predicted to reach more than 21,000 nurses by the year 2020. Now, here to discuss is Susan Gronwald, president of the Chamberlain College of Nursing. Welcome, Susan.
Good morning.
Wow, this is really amazing. Pretty scary, as a matter of fact. So let's be really blunt about this. What would happen if we didn't have enough nurses?
Well, since nurses deliver the bulk of patient care at the least, there's increased wait times and perhaps more errors. At the other end of the spectrum, if there were a national crisis, there could be increased complications and deaths if there weren't enough nurses.
And staff infections and that sort of thing, and then being overworked as well, too. I mean, the long hours if you don't have enough staff on there. So this sounds like it's already pretty much a serious problem.
It is, and getting worse as the population ages and the nursing population ages. A lot of nurses have left the field, and the American Association of Colleges of Nursing estimated that 40,000 qualified applicants were turned away from baccalaureate programs alone last year.
Wow, I mean, that's a lot of people trying to get educated and they can't get educated. That just is, it's amazing. It's a shame, actually. So how do we solve this problem?
Schools of nursing are attempting to increase their capacity. The government is assisting where it can. But, you know, still we have long wait lists at schools and, you know, a lot of people who want to get in because they know what a great field it is. But still, we just don't have enough capacity.
Right, right. So tell me a little bit about Chamberlain College for Nursing.
Well, Chamberlain has been around for 120 years, existing as a school of nursing all that time. But we've recently begun to work at doing our part for the nursing shortage by establishing campuses at various places around the country. So
makes it more convenient, right?
Absolutely. Our goal is to educate as many nurses as we can.
That's great, and I'm sure a lot of people out there that want to become a nurse will appreciate this, as well as the patients out there as well. Now, online sounds like a great way to go for stay-at-home moms, moms on the go, you know, working moms. This is a great way just to get a nursing degree, correct?
Absolutely. We have 2 online programs. One is for those who don't already have any nursing at all. Those are for only residents of Ohio. But for those who are already registered nurses, we have an online program that is throughout the country. It's a BSN completion program. And then at all of our campuses, we have an on-site program for those who aren't interested in online education. So for people who haven't had any nursing, we have a program for just about everyone.
That's great. That's really great to know. But are there any special clinical requirements for completing an online education program?
In the associate degree online program for Ohio residents, there are clinicals required in the state of Ohio. because we're producing nurses. For the RN to BSN program, these are already licensed nurses, and there are no additional clinical requirements for that program.
Okay, great. Anything else that you'd like to tell us about the college?
Well, we are one of the few that is accredited by a number of different accrediting agencies. We have accreditation from the Higher Learning Commission to offer our degree programs, and we also have two nursing accreditations, the NLNAC and the CCNE, for those who know about nursing.
Susan, tell us a little bit more where we can find out more information.
Well, please look us up on our website at www.chamberlain.edu.
That's great. I'm so glad you're here today. It's great talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Winter, the headache doctor, and author of 7 Steps to a Healthy Brain. Here are some tips and tricks that I use when applying the 7 steps to my own life. In my book, I talk about 7 foods for 7 days. I'd like to take this time to focus on one of the most important brain foods for you to include in your diet: wild blueberries. Blueberries are one of the most important foods to fight aging, as they are rich in antioxidants as well as contain omega-3. It is essential that you include blueberries and all the other brain foods in your diet weekly.
I'm Danielle Knox, and thank you for joining us today on The Balancing Act. Coming up tomorrow, tips on how to keep your child safe online, a proven way to make you look younger, and the second part of The Balancing Act 10-week lifestyle makeover with Ivy Larson. She'll help you get rid of all the bad stuff still left in your pantry. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.
Air travel for The Balancing Act provided by Southwest Airlines.